We are living through a period of cataclysmic change within the silver and gold markets. We're going to talk about all the reasons why in this video. This is probably the biggest one yet. We're going to talk about Robert Kiyosaki. What is he telling us about silver in particular? But also, we're going to look at the modern day version of the Hunt brothers, David Baitman. He's got something very interesting that applies directly to the precious metals, and big news out of China and India. But the biggest news, the biggest thing going is you. Thank you for joining me down here in the basement. We love to talk about precious metals. I want you to come back, right? Hey, it's cold and lonely down here without you. We're a community. Please subscribe to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment. We want to learn from you. Okay, you don't have to agree with everything I and everyone else in the community says or does. That's how we learn, is from each other. But again, thank you for being here. Let's start with Robert Kiyosaki. What is he saying about silver? Yeah, that's the guy who wrote the book. The reason, he's got something very powerful to say about silver. But the reason why we're going to listen to Robert Kiyosaki is he's like a best-selling financial author, respected around the world, and he's been a big fan of precious metals for a long time. So when he takes to Twitter and says this, our silver ears are going to perk up. Let's see what Robert had to say. And we're going to go to this screen instead. Make sure I got you guys on the right screen, which we do. Okay, so this was just 2 days ago. Robert Kiyosaki said, if I had $100, what would I invest in? He says, I would buy more silver coins. Silver has been manipulated for years. Again, this is Robert Kiyosaki, okay? In September of 2025, that would be right now, silver is about to explode. I predict your $100 in silver today will be worth almost 5 times more or greater, $500 in a year. He says then in red, I am buying more silver tomorrow. Please do not miss silver's explosion. Take care. That is Robert Kiyosaki, right? Renowned author, very respected, smart person. But we know we have Ray Dalio saying it. We know we have Jeffrey Gundlach talking about it. We know we have Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, talking about precious metals. The list goes on and on and on, but it doesn't stop there, because we've got big news out of China and India that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about China first, and then we're going to talk about the billionaire, or the guy that owns $500 million or more worth of silver, David Baitman. Oh, before I forget, the other important thing here is let's go out and take a look live at the silver and gold price. Okay, so right now we are on CNBC. We're looking at wow, gold is up another $50 today. Unbelievable. I won't draw on there with my crayons today, but guys, again, it has been a nice, steady increase. If we look at it, look at that beautiful 5-year chart of gold. And let's go to our friend silver and see how the silver chart looks. This is the December futures contract. Silver up 55 cents. Remember 2 or 3 years ago, if we had silver up 55 cents in a day, we were like shooting off party poppers and having a good time. And again, that's a 1-year chart that looks very steady. But when we look back 5 years, wow, another absolute beauty. Let's talk about China. Because, guys, China is taking over the world of precious metals, and India, but we'll get to India as well. But here's some big news. 3 big items out of China that are going to make your silver and gold smile even much deeper. Let's head out to right here. Okay, this comes from the Oriental Ghost. We love the Oriental Ghost. This is crazy news, guys. It's coming, okay? And he's not a sensationalist. The world's largest physical gold and silver free trade market, the Shubai in Shenzhen, Shubai Market's largest trading platform, Gatong Gold, issued 3 notices over the weekend, raising the silver selling price 3 times. Apparently, this is unheard of, very unusual. Delivery for signed purchase contracts can only happen 30 days later while aggressively acquiring silver. The silver supply crisis is beginning to emerge. Okay, just when you thought there couldn't be more out of China, we get this again from the Oriental Ghost. September 29th, that would be today, the morning trading sheet on the Shanghai Gold Exchange and the futures. But let's look at this. JD.com in yellow. That's important. That's the, as I understand it, the Chinese version of Amazon.com. It's where a lot of regular Chinese retail buyers buy their silver. Silver has once again significantly increased its price by 8% to $52.31 per ounce. Again, guys, this is China. Like it or not, I don't, they are taking over the world of gold and silver. And then we get this one more from Just Dario, big account, almost 70,000 followers on X. He says he's hearing from local dealers here in Hong Kong and Shenzhen that they have never seen such a big demand for physical silver ever before. Let's repeat that, my friends. Okay, from Hong Kong and Shenzhen, they have, I'll highlight it for you. They have never seen such a big demand for physical silver ever before. And remember, China is the 300-pound elephant in the room. Let's go to India next. What do you guys say? Let's take a good look. How about a big smile for you if you're a silver and gold investor, because you knew. We're going to go to India next and look at silver, and then we're going to talk about the new Hunt brother, David Baitman, the guy that has, 13 million ounces of silver. Before we do that, I do want to say thank you to channel sponsor First Mint. You see it right there. First Mint is a mint in Las Vegas, Nevada, making world-class silver bullion products. However, what's unique about them is they are owned by First Majestic Silver, Keith Neumeyer's massive publicly traded silver mining company. So First Mint is unique in that the silver they get is mined in Mexico by First Majestic. It goes directly to First Mint in Las Vegas, Nevada, the United States of America, where it's transformed into these beautiful, unique silver products, and then it goes directly to you. From the mine to the mint to you. It's the freshest silver on the market. It's fresh from the ground, okay? And as an extra added bonus, the silver you get from First Mint, because it's from the mine to the mint to you, has never been touched by the COMEX or the LBMA. It's COMEX and LBMA free. Look, they've got great prices. They have a special on certain First Mint branded products right now. You can check that out on their website. Free shipping on orders over $299. It's a company you can trust. And they've got this special section. Go into their products, find Folds of Honor, a really great, here, I'll show you. Here's a 10-ounce Folds of Honor. That's an American flag bar that supports fallen and disabled members of our military and first responder community. They've raised over $350,000. The Folds of Honor Foundation gives scholarships to the children and spouses of those fallen and disabled members of the first responder and military community. Okay, let's go to India. Thank you, First Mint. By the way, guys, it's firstmint.com. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you, there's a secret discount code, VIP, as in very important, RB, as in Ron's Basement, VIP RB. Let's go to India and see what they're doing. Then we're going to talk about Baitman, the modern day version of the Hunt brothers. Here we go. This comes from Hamza Saturday. We love this guy. He's putting out great information. India and silver, the game changer. India is the world's #1 consumer of silver. In 2024, they brought in 3,500 tonnes. Okay, now imports are restricted until March 2026. Okay, there's the headline. But wait, there's more. Okay, at the same time, domestic prices in India hit a new record, okay, about $50.80 in Ahmedabad. The supply squeeze is real. And remember, what we want is a squeeze, a long, drawn-out squeeze, which is what we are just experiencing right now. But Hana, on number 3, Hamza, goes on to say, why does India matter? Because they're the largest silver buyer on earth. demand from jewelry, which we talk about all the time. That's the dark horse nobody's talking about. 1 in 5 ounces of silver that's demanded every year comes from jewelry. And I'm telling you, a year from now, everybody's going to be talking about how silver jewelry was the surprise factor. And you can say, I knew about it because I hung out in the basement with Ronnie. All right. Investment and solar panels. Oh, they've got solar farms in India that are like the size of the state of Indiana. Oh, I don't know. That's an exaggeration, but they're massive, like the size of Manhattan. It's incredible. And don't forget, when you look at a solar panel farm, when you're driving down the highway or flying over on an aeroplane and you look down and you see all those solar panels, guess what? Guess what, guys? You can think of each one of those solar panels as a little silver bar because they all have a good chunk of silver in them. Domestic mining, that's the thing. India mines no silver whatsoever. Imports are the lifeline. Choking imports means choking the global flow of silver. In the festival seasons here, right? In India, silver equals weddings, gifts, savings, and culture. Restrictions plus festival demand equals a pressure cooker. Local prices don't lie, and new records despite global volatility. 2024, India silver imports hit an all-time high. This year and next, restrictions plus solar expansions equals intense demand. The result, India will compete aggressively for global silver. For stackers worldwide, India buying less official doesn't erase demand. That's the key. Premiums rise, black market flows expand, and global inventories at the COMEX, and the LBMA, the London Bullion Market Association, they get drained faster. And there's some more data. That's how tight the market is in India. Apparently the silver market's tight everywhere. We know the COMEX and the LBMA, it's all screwed up. Even within India, prices spike as supply thins. India shows the truth. Silver is not just a commodity. It's money, culture, energy, future. And when the world's biggest buyer faces a shortage, prices everywhere follow. Stackers, silver stackers, alert, watch India. Restrictions last until March of 2026. Until then, buckle up, buttercups. Okay, the global silver story runs straight through New Delhi. All right, guys, we've got China. We have India. We have Robert Kiyosaki, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. But what about the modern day version of the Hunt brothers? For those of you who don't know, in the 1980, $50 high in $1980 in silver, it was because of the Hunt brothers. Well, this guy, David Baitman, I love him. I think he's the modern day version of the Hunt brothers. And nonetheless, he put out something it's fundamental for us to remember, and that's why we love silver and why it's such a cool, and we got some data we're going to look at here, object for us to hold and to make sure I got this up right. Here we go. David Baitman, one-liner. A pre-1964 U.S. quarter now has more than $8 worth of silver in it. Here's a picture of one from Wall Street Gold. A single 1964 quarter has more intrinsic value today than its face value by 30 times. So the face value of that quarter that you're looking at right there is 25 cents. Bring it to 7-Eleven, bring it to wherever, put it in a video game, okay, and you're going to get 25 cents worth of value, because most people don't realize. The reality is, because up until 1964, our coins had 90% silver in it, that the silver in that coin alone is worth about $8. It's incredible to think that. Think back, and then we're going to go look at the price sheet so I can prove this to you. But think back to 1964. If you had, let's say, 4 quarters, 1964 quarters, and you'd held on to those, they would now be worth about $32 because of the silver that's in them. But think if, like, 3 years later, you'd switch those out for, I don't know, whatever, 1969 quarters. Those 4 quarters would be worth $1. What can you buy with $1 anymore? Right? A good question. All right, let's go look at, I'm going to bring you to my local coin shop right now. We're going to go on a field trip. That would be Scotsman Coin, and this is Scotsman Coin's trading sheet. let me get out the markers. Well, hold on. So at the top is gold. You can see the gold price, $3,831. And then we will go down to silver. Let's refresh this. You can just see where the silver price is right now. Okay, we're at 47.02. Allow me, I'm going to get this on the screen nicely for you. $47 silver. I can't believe I'm saying this. Can you believe it? There's silver. Okay. These are all their different silver products. This is the area where they buy. This is what they pay to buy. And this is the area that shows what they sell things for. Oh, darn it. This thing's going to get here. I'm going to put it right here. Okay. And if we go down, like there's American Silver Eagles, they're buying them right now for $47 and they're selling them for $49. The spreads aren't too bad, but if we go down here, this is what we want to look at to demonstrate what we just looked at. There's 90% loose pre-1965 dimes, that's the 10 cents, and quarters, 25 cents. As you can see, okay, they are buying those right now, $1 worth. So 4 of them for almost $32, $31.40. If you want, and they're selling them. So if you want to buy them, right, they're selling them for, looks like about $33.55. So if you want to go buy 4 pre-1964 quarters, you literally are going to pay more than $8. You're going to pay about $8 and what? 35 cents basically each for each one of those quarters. That shows us oh my gosh, it's incredible. Like he said, right? The value of the quarter has gone up 30x from 1964. It truly is incredible. Look, Robert Kiyosaki is telling us buy silver. Okay. The Chinese market is going nuts. We looked at all this data, right? The Chinese consumers right now are paying $52 per ounce for silver. India, off the charts. India, the world's biggest silver importer. Okay. And now they've got these restrictions in place. It's getting absolutely crazy. And we know David Baitman, right? What I refer to as the modern day Hunt brothers. The guy has almost 13 million ounces of silver. 13 million? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's incredible, right? I mean, it's absolutely nuts. It's going to be wild. It's going to be interesting. Everywhere we look, we see. And look, let me say this as well. Number one, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't make any financial decisions based on what I'm saying. But I did, speak of the attributes of silver when it was $20 per ounce. But it's going to be fun to see where this goes. One more quick thing. Thank you to First Mining Gold for sponsoring Ron's Basement gold and silver content. They are a development stage gold mining company in Canada. They have 2 huge multi-million ounce projects in Canada, Springpole in Ontario and Duparquet located in Quebec. You can learn more about them at firstmininggold.com. It's a stock, and full disclosure, that I've owned for years. I owned it before they sponsored the channel, right? I only work with companies, only take sponsorships from companies that I work with, or I own the stock, or I buy from, whatever the case may be. And that includes First Mining Gold. Great company. If you have any questions, you can reach out to their Director of Investor Relations, Paul Morris, Paul at firstmininggold.com. Hey, while we're at it, it's like the Home Shopping Club. Here, you ready? The Home Shopping Club. I've got something special for you today, and you can see I got one hanging back. Where is it? What? Right there, right above First Mining Gold. The Dirty Man Safe. Dirty Man Safe. Ron 10 is the discount code. This little one is actually the Dirty Girl. And I've always liked little things, but they got 2 bigger sizes, Dirty Man, Dirty Old Man as well. This is, if you have something if you want to be like a pirate, right? What did the pirates do with their silver and gold? They buried it in the ground, and it's been safe and secure there. People are still searching for it today. If you want to be like the pirates, these things are cool. I was shocked when I first got it. So robust, very cool. It's got a big container in there. You can hide it. And then there's a tube. You dig a hole, you bury it, and you don't tell anybody except maybe one other person where it is. And you can be like a pirate. Keep your valuables safe from things like fire, flood, all types of different things. Maybe you've got a safe. Maybe you have a safety deposit box. Hey, it doesn't matter. You can diversify as well. And again, Dirty Man Safe, Ron 10. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Okay. Seriously. Hold on. Things are falling over. Hold on a second. Am I still live? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Look, we're on a wonderful journey together in the world of precious metals. Some of you are new. That's awesome. That's great. We love it. Some of you have been around for years and years, but we've got a lot to look forward to. In the community, what we have here in the basement, right? I want you to feel like you are always welcome. So again, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks again. Leave a comment, share, all that great stuff. Susie loves you. I love you. Have a great day. Okay. And I will see you, yes, you, soon.